Ah, I hit B again! Stop hitting B! I don't even understand it, because it's not like, you know, playing Pokemon has been messing with my button memory, because it's mapped the same.
Which character?
Well, definitely not you, Big. We just finished you. Gamma.
Preparation complete.
Should hopefully be short and sweet, because gun.
Excellent. All systems full power.
Wow, we've never heard that line before. It's almost like when they designed the boss fights, they didn't have any voice lines in mind, and they just picked what they had. You know, picked what already existed.
100 model machine. E102. Codename Gamma.
Gamma.
Yes, Gamma.
That's right. You will now obey only me.
What a nice spin, Eggman. Who are you showing off for? The robot? Now, where am I going? Not through a closed door. Not vibrating on a fence. There's my gun button. Enjoy that sound. Oh, it does stop after a while if I'm not targeting anything. Okay. Yeah, door closed. Oh, okay, over here where Eggman went.
The shooting range.
I love when cutscenes end just to make me walk 5 feet to the left and then continue.
Beta is
It's so necessary for them to do that.
Enter Gamma. You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
Also, gotta love the cliche of going with the Greek alphabet. Like, how come no one ever does, you know, was it Roman alphabet? Just, you know, English alphabet, just A, B, C, like it has to be, you know, alpha, beta, gamma. Like, I get that it sounds cooler, but it's like everyone does it. So it doesn't really, you know, at a certain point it just starts to sound normal and not cool. Okay, I think here I have to actually hit the targets. Well, oh, okay. That's the end. Wait, that took me 3 minutes? How did that take me 3 minutes? Was that counting the cutscenes? But, okay. I did it. I got an emblem for shooting Sonic. Let me guess, come over here. Through this door? No. It's definitely not there. That's the Chow Garden, isn't it? No, wait, no. Chow Garden was spell Eggman. Nope, stop it. It's so hard to do this with big ol' clunky Gamma. I'll go through the ramp. I actually cannot go through there. Great. I'm glad they let me solve the puzzle for a door that goes nowhere. Did you say push? Well, he would if he would stop jittering. Alright. Going back up. Okay, not that door. Push. Hello, Eggman? What is my... Oh, there he is.
Good job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes. Okay then, Gamma. Here's your test. If you want to stay on board, must be able to pass it. So pay attention to what I say.
Okay. Are you
The
just gonna keep walking in place?
is a flying fortress that needs a good crew. Come forth, Beta. I'd like you to meet your older brother, E101. Just call him Beta. I am pitting the two of you against each other, and the winner serves on my ship.
Wouldn't it make sense to just have as many robots as you can have working on your ship? You know, have us both work on the ship. Like, why is it gotta be a fight to the death? Not everything needs to be a fight to the death. You know, last time you said cookies to the death. What does that even mean? I forget where that's from, but that's a bit. That's a bit someone smarter, someone more clever than me did. I think that was American Dad, actually.
Mission complete.
Oh, you surprised me, Gavin.
Oh, and it's not to the death. He's still alive.
I had a funny feeling there was more to you than meets the eye.
Transformers.
Permission to serve on board the egg carrier. What? So you want to come along with us, eh? Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have special permission.
Special permission. Does he have admin permission? That was the closest I could come up with to a computer joke. But it's what it made me think of. It's like, you know, giving something admin permission. You know, running a program as administrator. Reminds me of a thing I saw, but it doesn't work over voice. It's a picture, and describing it would not do the joke justice. Ninja Turtles. I mean, Robot Seekers. Robot Frog Seekers.
Aha! Testing 1, 2, 3. You, the elite egg carrier crew, are here today to hear a very special announcement.
Go on.
Behold, it's a tailed frog. Very unique.
A little late with the picture there. You said behold, but there was nothing to behold.
I command you to locate this frog immediately. You hear me? I don't care what it takes to get it. Just bring it to
Behold
me.
these nuts.
We haven't got time to wait.
How you doing, Black Mesa Incorporated? Sorry, your name is such a dark blue, I had to mouse over it to be able to read it. And now we're unceremoniously dropped in Station Square. Nice. And I don't know where I'm going. Dark Mesa Incorporated. Basically. Black on Black Mesa Incorporated, because you know you shouldn't do that when you're designing something that's supposed to be readable, having dark text on a dark background. Twitch. I could go through the gate before it fell. Stage 2. Oh, right, because Stage 1 was shoot the Sonic doll, and that took me like 5 seconds. Despite the game. Oh, right, it counts counts down, not up. Man, I really dig how when Gamma starts, you know, he gets to his jogging speed, he crouches and goes into Jeep mode. It's really cool. Anyway, I guess I'll just keep shooting. Just keep firing. I'm crazy! I got no trigger discipline. Oh. I thought that was a loop-de-loop. And I guess it is, but Gamma's not allowed to go on it. Oh yeah, and I could do that. Oh wait, that's to go over water. It's still cool. Like that's definitely one of the ways that Gamma is cooler than Omega, even though, you know, I grew up with Omega because Shadow the Hedgehog. But Gamma's pretty cool too.
Frog capture complete.
Oh, I completed my objective without even thinking about it. Catch Froggy, in quotes. I'm holding him with my gun. He's sniffing the gun. And then Tikal shows up. Whoa. Early flashback sequence. Or, well, early relative to other characters who get it, who tend to get it like towards the end.
Must determine location.
GPS signal not found. Trying to think of how to transition that joke to, like, you know, to say that, like, this is back in time before the satellite existed, so he couldn't have GPS location.
No data found.
But in computer terms, GPS not found is just, it's not found. It doesn't know that it doesn't exist yet. It just tried to look for it and couldn't find it. Going to Jeep mode. Going to Jeep mode. Yeah, Jeep mode. I kind of wish his transformations into vehicles were a little bit more, you know, committed to being vehicles. Instead of just him crouching a little lower and going on wheels. Or propeller. Someone hears that in their nightmares. Not me, though. My nightmares are too occupied with the animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not even that scared of them when I'm awake, just apparently when I dream. I think that's mildly interesting. Because, you know, when I'm awake, I look at them and go, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, it's creepy in a satisfying way. But then apparently when I go to sleep, they're the most terrifying thing ever. But then again, when you know, in my dreams, they become real, which is a lot more terrifying. So I may not be scared of them on the screen, but if one were actually coming at me in real life, I would be scared because it's a big freaking robot. And how are you going to overpower a robot? I don't even know that I could overpower a human, but at least a human I could kick in the groin. You know, if it were male. Or I guess stomach if it's a woman. But the point is, kick to a sensitive area or something. There's a fighting chance there. But with a robot, there is no fighting chance. It's metal. You're gonna hurt yourself more than you hurt the robot, unless you know where you're hitting. Which on a you know, a Fazbear Entertainment animatronic, there really isn't a weak spot. I mean, there's a weak spot if you're, you know, in a spring suit, but that's the opposite. That's more dangerous to you than the suit. Jeez, Chows, please, shut up. I think they got the point.
This frog's the one we want. Oh, here's the real one. My frog is the right one.
I like how they have enough sentients to argue with each other over whose frog is the right frog. But they can't tell by looking at them that it's the wrong frog.
Ah, dummies, 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 dummies! None of you got the right one. We must find the frog with Chaos's tail.
Dude, hey, Eggman, look at my frog. Hey. You didn't look at my frog. You were just quick to call us all stupid. But you gotta look at all the frogs.
There it is, right there.
See, I told you.
Proud of you, Gamma. I knew you'd be of use to me. All you worthless
Excited vibrations.
be gone.
What did music say?
You will get an
I like how he's just holding Froggy under one arm very loosely, like not even securely. Just loosely. And Froggy's okay with it. He's not trying to jump away. Even though he's always jumping out of Big's hands. Anyway, something about a bear and bird? What are we doing now? Hey, okay, let me play now.
Is this the one?
Is what the one? The door? You weren't in front of it. Oh no, we got turned around from the spinny disc on the floor! No, the successful trap! He fell for it. I wonder if that actually is supposed to be the justification for him going into the wrong door. It's the spinny disc on the ground. That during gameplay is very inconsequential. Yeah, so it's not the comment about having spare parts that makes him doubt Eggman. It's you have to actually see him taking them apart. And man, look at that guy. He got like drill arms. I thought he had rocket launchers when I fought him before. Excuse me. I had 2 Star Crunches before starting.
This is the wrong room.
It's probably going to be burping. I mean, not that that's unusual for me. And did he seriously just come out of that and just go, that was the wrong room? It's almost like something out of a dark comedy, you know, like a human goes into a room with a bunch of, you know, a bunch of gore all over the place, and they leave the room and just go, that was the wrong room. You know, not even reacting to the gore, just wrong room. Calmly. Not even like they were disturbed. Just that was the wrong. Stop getting on that joke. Is that a fan in the ground? Is the prison also in like one of the propulsion units? Or is that supposed to be like ventilation, which kind of overkill ventilation for your prison?
Data unavailable.
You don't even know?
What is your skirt doing?
I bet you'd be mean to him, you bully.
The skirt shouldn't even be moving. It's not physics based. Was someone just screwing with it when they were animating the scene and they forgot to reset it? Because that's the only way it would move. Also, yeah, that's a fan. And why is there just a giant freaking floor fan? If anything, that should be in the wall.
Does not compute.
I feel sorry for you. Eggman failed to give you feelings.
I mean, not really. I apparently have enough emotion to have doubt. Excited vibrations. Reminds me when Polter when Polter's like running somewhere in a game and he just goes. Also, I bet editing in a squeak would also be pretty funny. You know, like the squeak from a squeaky toy, just squeak, 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 squeak.
It is dangerous here. Hurry.
I feel like there was a bit like that in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, where someone's messing with a squeaky toy like that.
So, you're not like those other robots, huh? You truly are a good person inside, aren't you?
Actually, I'm a good bird inside. Thank you very much. It's ridiculous how just extremely conspicuous the chaos symbol around the neck of that bird is. Wait, where's the I got all turned around. Are the other fans even spinning? I can't even see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just a big the gem is almost as big as the bird's head. It's just casually carrying it around.
1, 2, 3. Gamma, get ready for battle instructions.
Or you could just wirelessly send them to my head.
Get up to the deck.
Okay, which one is that? Send instructions. Send coordinates. Oh, the mop robot. Well, not little. It's hardly little. That's pretty neat. Just gonna ignore the fact that it's designed to look like a maid. It's like, okay, yeah, it's a cleaning robot and it looks like a maid. I'd be more concerned if it had cat ears. You know, like Francis and Super Paper Mario. Wait, was that it? Is it the door to the left? Door? Hello? Ammunition room? This looks like the right place. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a spring. Kinda like how he's got hover mode to stay out of water. But then when he's sprung on a spring, he just goes full robot mode again. And then it... So you would think hover mode would help him with stability when being sprung. Help him land where he wants to land. Yes, I totally had to turn fully all the way around for that.
Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
I like this thing. Just design-wise. It's neat that it's floating next to me. It's a very mecha thing to have, which is something I tend to not see. Just, you know, things that can fly with things that aren't actually attached to them.
I see you got the jet booster.
It reminds me of, like, the Imprisoned from Skyward Sword when he gets that ring so he can fly. It's like, how often do I see monsters just, you know, they get a ring to fly, not wings. A ring. Like, how does a ring even enable flight anyway? Let alone a floating ring on its back. But again, it's one of those design things that I just don't see a lot, and that makes it cool. Even though I'm sure it's probably done to death in anime. I don't watch enough anime to be bothered by that. Okay, wait. Okay, so this was the disassembly room, and it's locked again. That's the prison, and this is also locked. I can't hit this switch. Nope, it's B. Hot shelter. Oh, right, that's hot shelter. I don't know why my tongue gave up on that sentence. It's the hot shelter. Blah, blah. Whee! Yeah, if I were to have designed Omega, he definitely wouldn't have, or Gamma, he wouldn't have the detached jet, because I think a little too realistically. I don't think artistically enough sometimes, I would say. Monorail is out of service. Okay, well, then where do I go? I'm pretty sure this is the prison. It's B, you dingus! Entry permitted. But that's the prison. Not gonna beat Amy's high score on that. Not even gonna try. Hello? Although it bothers me a little bit that it's... Is it off-center? I thought it was off-center. I guess it is centered. Well, never mind then. I mean, I do kind of wish it was 2 jets instead of just 1. But, oh well. I think it would look cooler if it were 2. Where am I going? There we go. Ammunition room. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure I just went through the platform. Oh, right, it's the thing. Whee! I'm just in time to find Sonic and Tails and Amy. And me! I'm just in time for me.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Eradicate all of those menaces. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
I'm counting on you, Gamma.
You know, considering how literally robots tend to think in fiction, wouldn't be surprised if it was like, give them all you got literally means shoot all the ammo you have into them, even once they're dead. Sounds like a big waste. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the fight lasted 5 seconds. It also kind of bothers me that Gamma doesn't seem to have more than 2 wheels, but he's like, you know, like I said, he goes into Jeep mode, and he has no problems jeeping around, but he's only got the 2 wheels, and he shouldn't be able to balance on those 2 wheels.
Evil sword? Wait, remember me?
From a minute ago when I let you out of prison? Wow, so many good memories.
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
Yeah, me either, Sonic. It doesn't make any more sense from this side.
Sonic, look! The A carrier's losing altitude.
We've got to split. Take Amy and go.
What will you do?
I'll nail that Eggman. We must be stopped at all costs.
Apparently the cost is 1 nail.
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic.
So however much 1 nail costs. Although, but then you gotta buy a whole... I'm sure they don't sell individual nails. You probably gotta buy a whole thing of nails.
It's dangerous here.
And then I think at that point the cost is getting pretty big. I mean, you know, it's probably not expensive to get a thing of nails, but, you know, relative to, you know, you want just the one, that's a pretty big cost.
Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must ditch that hostile Eggman. Amy, come on!
Not even animating his tails properly.
Again, my robot friend.
Oh, but they can animate Gamma's propeller that he can now fly with, even though before can't fly at all. It's that cutscene gameplay dissonance. And now he's not propellering at all. He's jetting. I wonder if there's ever been a robot character that has, you know, ever gotten bad memories and they're just like, okay, time to delete those, and then they just forget because they're a computer and they can just delete files and their memories are files.
Master registration deleted. E-series.
See, that's the kind of thing he should need admin permission for. He shouldn't be able to do that on his own.
Save.
That's how you prevent Skynet from happening. Don't let your robots make changes to themselves without admin permission. And don't give them the admin password. Although that's the tricky thing, is like, for it to be able to register your password, it has to know the password. So you can't exactly hide your password from the thing that needs to know your password to be able to activate it. Where am I going? I don't know why I always instinctively run up here. Whee! Come on, I'm tall enough to hit that. Without jumping.
Have the stone of wind.
Stone of wind.
Go in the caves.
Right, where's that at again? I'm gonna Jeep up the stairs. I think it was over here. I'm gonna spontaneously jump high for no reason. Hey, here it is. I think. Woo! Also, I'm still in Jeep mode. Cool. Yeah, he kind of just rolls around on his feet. And the wheels in the back push him, I guess. I mean, they would have to. Yeah, stop Jeeping. I don't even know how I did that. How did I stick in Jeep mode? Pick up. Pick up. Who's saying that? Because it's not Gamma. That's not... First of all, it wasn't voiced. I was going to say that's not Gamma's voice. I meant like in terms of characterization. Not literally sound. But also sound. There was no sound. Oh, don't fall in there with the key. That's... The key is floating. Oh, good that I don't actually have to put it in the slot. I just have to put it close enough. Like that show that HBO canceled. Man, I'm actually gonna be kind of mad if... Oh, the praise is gone. Good start. I know I'm not gonna be alone on this, but definitely, if Velma ends up getting a second season, I'm gonna be mad because it's like you canceled Close Enough for this. Close Enough is basically regular show, and regular show was awesome. And Close Enough is basically just regular show, but without limits. It's like, how are you gonna cancel that for, you know, generic adult cartoon pretending to be Scooby-Doo? Oh, wait, I gotta hit that too. I gotta hit that too. It's telling me to hit, so I'm gonna hit. I think it's funny how that's giving me time, which, you know, makes sense because I'm sure I game over if I run out of time. But for, you know, for getting a high score, it's like, wow, I ended this level with 5 minutes when I started with 2. I'm so good at this game. It doesn't really sync up, especially considering Sonic is like, hey, I can beat this level in 10 seconds. E103. Squiggly. Well, actually, not really squiggly. It's like a... It's like an orange. It's like a circle with like the, you know, the stem. I can't read Greek letters. I know some of them. You know, like obvious ones like Omega. You know, whatever ones are in Earthbound. I can read those, which includes Omega. You know, speaking of great characters, there were these action figures called Stickfas. And they had, like, you know, they were I think they were kind of more meant for, like, customization. Like, you get them and you paint them and you make, like, special, you know, like, because that would be what a lot of people did, was they would paint them and they would, like, get clay or whatever. It wasn't actually clay. It was some other stuff that I don't remember what it was called. But, you know, they would make themselves new parts out of their existing parts by putting stuff on it. And the base figures were classified by Greek letters. So, like, you had, like, an alpha male, which sounds like some, you know, some kind of, you know, some kind of douchebag stereotype. But no, it literally was the male figure, and it was just classified as alpha. And I think they had the females classified as beta. And there was only like one body type for the female, which was beta. So that's kind of bad, I would think. But then they also had like Omega for their big guys, which included like their Viking set. And I think their superhero and supervillain sets were both Omega male. And then they had like a kind of tall, slender shape. male body that was like Sigma, I think. So it was Sigma male. Which I think the only set they used that in was like their Egyptian guy. Oops, I'm missing the rings. Oh well. And I want to say that they had more than that. But those are the only ones I can remember right now. A bubble. Man, I sure would love to be running up the wall right now, like Sonic, but not going fast enough. And I believe, actually, Stickfuzz are the ones, that the company who owns Stickfuzz also owned the patent for the ball and joint system that Zvoz used. Which is how I came to know about Stickfuzz, was because I was trying to buy Zvoz and I was looking on, like, Amazon. And they were, you would search Zvoz and you would get Stickfuzz. And I think they were the same brand. I think Stickfuzz, actually, I have a box right here. I can look at it. That I think Stickfuzz, yeah, it's on the bottom with all like distributed in United Kingdom by Hasbro UK LDT, like all that stuff. That there's the Stickfuzz logo down there. So yeah, they licensed out the Stickfuzz joint system to make Zvoz, which, in my opinion, Zvoz were a billion times better than Stickfuzz, because Stickfuzz, you really do kind of have to... Oh, I'm not supposed to be up there. You kind of have to paint them for them to be exciting. Like, they're fun as like a basic kit. Like, they do come with like I said, there was like a Viking set, superheroes and supervillains and stuff. Oh, I'm too far away, that's why my laser won't get it. But it was all like monotone and stuff. And and it would come with stickers. But I feel like people had the right idea of buying them and painting them and making custom parts. And kit bashes and stuff like that, where you get the parts from one kit and you put it together with the parts from another kit. And make your own, you paint it so it's cohesive. And again, not that Stickfuzz didn't have cool stuff. Like, they had a dragon. That was a pretty cool dragon. But I feel like since Zvoz all had, like, there was lore to Zvoz. They were all, like, Stickfuzz is more of a blank canvas, where Zvoz kind of were all like established characters and stuff. Well, I say established, like they were using like Mario and Superman, characters they established, in their own franchise. There was an IP to it basically, whereas Stickfuzz kind of were just a figure type. There we go. Do that part properly. And Zvoz also were bigger and much more sturdy. Which, me as a kid, I got Zvoz first, and then I got a Stickfuzz. Well, actually, I think they've officially said that the singular of Stickfuzz is still Stickfuzz. But people always just say Stickfuzz, so you know that they're... so you know that you're just talking about one. But I got the Alpha Male Soldier, I think it was. And I broke him. I broke him, like, pretty quickly. Because I'm like, okay, I want to take off his leg. I forget why I was doing that, but I was going to take off his leg. So I do what I do with, what they tell you to do with Zvoz, where you bend it the opposite way from, what a joint is supposed to bend. So, how the knee, like, the leg goes back. Well, you bend it the other way, like Gamma's legs, to take it off. Well, you can't do that with Stickfuzz because they're made of a really soft plastic that is easy to break. Well, more so the joints. The rest of the parts were pretty solid, but the joints, where like the ball is, the whatever you call that, the male end of the joint. It's pretty easy to break that. And I didn't know that when I got my first one, and I broke him. I had to get a second one. No, not a second one! And I still got the broken one. and his broken leg. You know, couldn't bring myself to just throw it away. Especially because, you know, with the nature of the parts, you know, the customization and stuff, you've got, you know, you want spare parts. It's okay to have, you know, 90% of a human and then missing the leg.
E101 Beta. Location unknown.
Man, if you were Rob, you would have had his location confirmed. You would have sent supplies already.
Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go through the jungle into the
Change.
egg carrier. I also kind of wish that when you're not using the little floaty jet, that it just attaches to your body.
Mode change.
I think there are scenes where it does that, but not in regular gameplay. That's a little disappointing. Excuse me, disappointing. Oh, I got some pings on Discord. Hopefully that's not something I need to check right away.
Mode change.
Are they telling me about the train to Station Square, but aren't I supposed to go through the jungle? Does it find the minecart? Minecart! I am the minecart! No, I guess I do still have to ride it. We should probably squat, Gamma. Okay, fine, don't. Like over there, right? Probably. Whee! I like good flight, or not flight, good gliding systems in games. Where, you know, you don't just immediately sink like a stone when you glide for like 3 seconds. You know, you actually get to glide for as far as you can glide. And there's no dipping or what's the... Oops, that's final egg again. But more like starting egg. Like what's that? What's the word for when something, you know, steadily gets worse? Degradation or something like that. Like there's a mathematical term, I think, you know, for like when you're doing a graph, and you know it starts off steady, but then it starts to exponentially drop. There's gotta be a word for that. I mean, I just said it's a mathematical thing, so there's probably a mathematical term. They got freaking sin and cosine and like 8 other terms I couldn't memorize. Okay, so apparently we're not going over there, because that's just the start. I gotta find a help spirit again. Alright, we still haven't done that. We still haven't put the keys in the temple. What if that's something Knuckles does?
Mode change.
Whee. Hover mode specifically to stay out of the water. Yeah. Flight mode, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I always find it really annoying when games unnecessarily limit themselves. Like, if a game already has invisible walls, you don't really need to limit your flight, you know? Or at least, you know, if you're somewhere where there's no puzzles to break with your flight, or whatever. You know, I'm sure there's probably good examples in Zelda games where they just like, you know, they're scared of an item being busted, so they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna put a bunch of limits on it, but then it just ends up being unexciting. But nothing's coming to mind right now that actually was like, man, I wish this didn't have so many limits.
Go to the egg carrier crash site. You might find something.
Oh, good tip. Because I totally remember where the egg carrier crashed, because there was a whole cutscene of it crashing. It was a very well animated cutscene. Cut to scene. Made it very clear where the egg carrier crashes.
Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-series location confirmed.
Are you gonna send supplies now?
Shelter sector now.
Oh good, I know where Hot Shelter is. I found the door before, and I couldn't go there. But now I can. Now if I could just get to the area where the door exists. But yeah, I'm sure there's been, you know, some plenty of games where you get a glide, but then the glide just stops unnecessarily after a few seconds. That's always annoying. Like, I'm sure more recent Zelda games have been especially annoying with unnecessary limitations because the developers are afraid of the thing just breaking everything. Well, I'm not holding left. I'm not holding left. Or right. I'm not holding any direction. Gamma, stop. Gamma, where are you going? Gamma! Oh, my controller. My controller turned off. That's why he's going in circles. Come on, controller. Controller! Maybe it needs charged, and it just hasn't told me it needs charging. Gamma? Gamma? Okay, I'm gonna put... I'm trying to stop dizzying you. I didn't think about that until just now. Change screens so it stop showing dizzying footage. Save state. And then stop. You know, like, I guess, like, sprinting in, like, Breath of the Wild or Skyward Sword, where it just uses up way more stamina than it feels like it should for the speed you're going. It's like, do you really think that the sprint is that broken that you're gonna make it where we can only sprint for, like, 10 seconds and then you have to catch your breath? I don't know, it really need to be balanced like that. Okay, now... Load state. Not load state from file! Why is that the first option? Well then. Okay. Nope, not countermeasures. There must be a controller issue. Oops. I just cleared my control settings. Okay, well, I can hear the game reacting to my controller now, so I fixed it. So I was trying to make sure all the buttons still worked, and then I just heard. So yeah, there we go. Stop running in circles now, Gamma. Jeez. I guess that's a lesson from me, is always plug in the controller before starting, so it can't possibly die from the Wi-Fi just deciding that it's just had enough of being connected to a controller. Mode change. What? It went down through the grate without me. Alright, hot shelter. Yeah. Elevator ride! Woo! Oh, hello. Yeah, definitely another example of games like unnecessarily limiting powers that are already like, you know, limiting them in ways that don't really make sense because they're already pretty good. Like the flight in Banjo-Kazooie. Like I don't get why it needs why you need to take off from a pad and spend feathers to keep flying. Like it's not hard to keep your feathers stocked, so why does it need feathers? I think it would be better if it was either, you know, you take off from a pad, but then you have infinite flight, or you don't have infinite flight, but you can take off wherever. But like I said, keeping your feathers stocked fully isn't really that hard anyway, so what am I really complaining about? The fact that they thought it would be a good limitation, but isn't actually, and is still kind of broken anyway? And it basically is just you can only, you know, you take off from a pad, but then from wherever but then from there you can fly wherever and just break all the levels. You know, all the levels that have flight pads. Whee! Don't care about those bubbles. I got a robot brother to kill, or something. Why is the camera showing me those monkeys standing on a crate? I don't care. Did I just go between those circles? Or the circling mace balls? Ooh, checkpoint. Oh, it's a button. Oh, it's the crane. It's like Sonic Advance. Except that came after this, I think, probably. Get out of here, monkeys. Monkey the ball. Ow, what are you? What are you? Oh, what's that good crane? So right now in Ruby, I was gonna say I've beaten, and I was gonna say the latest gym I've beaten, but I think it would save more time and effort to just say I'm on the psychic gym now. That's how far I currently am. I'm not leveled as high as the trainers around me are, so I may have to come back later. But I mean, especially considering that my team isn't very, like, they're not a particularly well composed team. Ah, it's going the other way really fast. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to stand there. Or maybe I was, because now it's a path. Oh, it's going. Okay, it wasn't me. It had nothing to do with what I was doing. I was okay. I'll just wait here for it to come back. But yeah, I feel like I've got enough to be able to beat the gym. It's like I've got some ghost type moves. I've got some dark type moves. I don't have anyone that's weak to psychic as far as I know. So I should be good. Oh, I'm running out of time. Oops. Ah! Oh, right, I hit a checkpoint, so I should... Ow! I hit a checkpoint, and then I hit the ground. Or something. Okay, so I just needed... Am I back where I was? Where I was when I died? Alright, then. This is reminded myself of, like, talking to an NPC in Skyrim, and then you're done talking, and they're just like, alright, then. Or, mm-hmm. Did I win? No, but I continued, which is good. Get away from me. Yeah, it's only shooting enemies that gives me anything, so I... More bubbles! Shoot the bubbles! Shoot the bubbles! Shoot the bubbles! Shoot the bubbles! Wait. Get a combo. Get some more time. Which actually, I think that is a pretty clever way of balancing the gun, is making it so that you have to get combos on your enemies to get time, or else you will run out of time and lose. So I have to go up this ramp? Okay, I can't go up the ramp. Yeah, I'm not sure that there's any other significant changes to my Ruby playthrough. But I'm still liking how open the game is. It feels pretty good how open it is. It's like it's not open enough for me to get confused as to where to go next, but not so, not so closed off and linear that I don't get to do anything other than just what the game wants me to do. Like, I went off and explored some cave. Well, the last 5 seconds again? Dang it. Okay, there we go. I'm starting to think time didn't matter inside a boss fight. Yeah, like I went off and explored like a shoal cave before doing the gym. There's still plenty of the ocean route for me to explore, which I realize is probably not something I should be doing right now anyway, because I want to wait until I have dive, so I can actually do the do the dive things instead of just looking at them and going, well, I'll just have to come back later. Especially because I know there's a portion of the route that's one way. And it's like, if you go on the route the right way, the correct, it's like a series of currents, and if you ride the correct currents, you get to a special dive spot. So I'm gonna be sure to wait until I have dive to do that. But otherwise, I could just go wherever I want, and that's pretty cool. And things aren't so like high level out in the wild that I feel like I'm scared to go around. Just looking around. I don't feel like I'm gonna get nuked out of nowhere. Although there was one time I almost actually did get nuked by some trainer. I wasn't prepared for them to have a Milotic or Milotic or whatever, however you want to say it. Like I genuinely was actually kind of scared that I was gonna lose to that random trainer. All right, where's the hint orb? I don't know where I'm going now. Guess I'll just leave. Okay, bye. Woo! Is there going to be a cutscene? Good.
E-105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining.
Sorry, I was getting some water and I did a little swishling. Hand. Oh, there's the guy. He wasn't being disassembled. He was being upgraded or something.
Beta.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Alpha. He's 101. No, wait, no. Yeah, the Beta's the guy who came before me, which would be 101. Do we ever see Alpha then? Is Alpha canonical? So he's what, over here? Yeah. Yeah, this is the end, I think. So, wow, yeah, beat Gamma in, like, 20 minutes? Oh, it's been an hour, okay. Never mind. 20 minutes. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, though. It's a pretty easy one to do mindlessly. I'm just, like, firing off rockets. Winning. Except for that last level where I kept running out of time. But that's like the only level where time was really an issue, which is sad because of that observation I made where it's like, hey, yeah, they balance your gun with a need to get combos to keep your time. They didn't really commit to that, I guess. Whoa, nice saxophone in your music. That's how you know he's a funky dude, because he's got the saxophone in his music. Ah, explosion laser! It's just like the Eggman boss fight that Sonic did. Hopefully Tails won't have to do that fight too, because that'd be kind of stupid. Yeah, forget Tails, we're doing Knuckles next. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. And if this really is the final boss, then it's kind of lame that Gamma's like only upgrade is the flight module. Like, he's a robot. Come on, give him more upgrades. That's literally the thing of robots that you can't do with people, is that you can upgrade robots. It's fine. I'll just have to find a custom robo game to play. play that instead. Kind of wish I knew where to start with the custom robo series, because that's definitely a concept I think is really cool. It's like fighting robots, and then you beat them, and you get their parts, and you can replace, like, you know, left arm, right arm, legs, chest, head, and they all give different abilities depending on what part you replace. You know, corresponding to that part. Which reminds me of, like, mech games that are set up basically the exact same thing, like, what was that one game? That one mech game that Nintendo published and no one cared about because it came out right near Astral Chain. I want to say it's Deus Ex Machina, but that's not right. Daemon Ex Machina, that's what it was. Alright, I'm supposed to get him when he does the dash and die. Which looks like he's shielded, but apparently he's not. Here comes this again. There's that glass of milk again. You can't catch me, I'm in Jeep mode. You should be leading your fire. Oh, I'm running out of time again. Dang it. Darn. MK2. Yeah, it definitely seems like he's shielded, but then I hit him and he takes damage. I don't understand. Oh yeah, I guess the distinction with mech games versus Custom Robo is I think Custom Robo has weapon attached to the arm. So if, like, you want to change your... well, I was going to say gun. I guess I don't know that Custom Robo has guns. But basically, if you want to change your gun or a sword or something, you have to change the whole arm. Whereas, like, with Daemon Ex Machina, you get the arm, but then you also have the weapon in its hand. Which you can switch mid-mission with, the, like, shoulder mounts, which is pretty neat. This again. Borscht again! Yeah, about time, Gamma. You're dodging explosion lasers and you're just running. And then when the lasers stop, you're like, okay, now's the time to stop. You know, to stop running and start wheeling. Gamma's got the Heelys. I just now realized that. Because his wheel basically is on his heel. I'm supposed to get him when he's doing that. When he comes back from that. Time really is going to be my biggest enemy here, isn't it? Trying to figure out how to beat him during this last hit. Have to be like far enough. There we go. There, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah. I got him. I forgot to close the drawer that I had my charging cable in.
Mission
I
complete.
mean, it's not like it was in the way, but like, you know, if you open a drawer, you should close it when you're done. I just realized that like 1,000-something, 1,100 or so rings. That's for spending on stuff in the Chow Garden, isn't it? He kind of just flops. Oh no, I'm mortally wounded. No, I was just trying to save you by exploding you. letting the animal inside loose, literally the animal inside loose. A little late to be walking, you know, doing the cool guys don't look at explosions walk, Gamma. Bird. Bird memories. Whoa. Fully formed bird memories. And then I'm dead. Cool birds don't look at explosions. Seriously, just completely unconcerned with the fact that there was an explosion. Oh, now you're looking at it. Oh, okay. You're gonna make me a liar. And I fade out just before you can see that there's a pink bird. It was the pink bird the whole time. Cool. We beat Gamma's story in like an hour. And now we got time to do other stories. And by other stories, I mean probably Knuckles. And if we don't finish it, that's fine, because then there's, you know... You know, we would do the rest of Knuckles, and then Tails, and then the end of the game, which is basically just the perfect chaos fight, I think. Which shouldn't take too much time on its own, so... You know, I'm okay with attaching that to a stream that's also... Knuckles, you know, the other half of Knuckles and Tails. So what I'm wondering now is Omega in any way connected to Gamma besides also being a robot made by Eggman? Because to me it feels like Omega is like an upgraded Gamma, despite not having any of Gamma's abilities. Mostly just a passing resemblance. I don't think Gamma has a gun hand or wheels inside of him. I think he can fly, but that's about it. Maybe that's why I feel like Gamma should have two of the propulsion units, is because I think Gamma has the same thing, but actually, like, attached to his back, and they're smaller. You know, he's got those two little jet dishes. Or maybe not, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Omega. It also makes me wonder, is there an animal inside Omega as well? Because if they're supposed to be the same quote-unquote person, I guess it would have to be the same bird. But, you know, I never really thought about the fact that they have animals inside. Like, all of Eggman's robots have animals inside them. And I don't think the animal's controlling them. I think it's supposed to be... I think canonically it's using them as some sort of power source. Although I guess there are some continuities where Eggman is roboticizing things with a robot virus. Or something like that. Hey, I just realized this. Does Metal Sonic have an animal inside him? Does he have like a photorealistic hedgehog inside of him? I mean, not photorealistic, but you know, not hedgehog like Sonic, but a hedgehog like a real hedgehog. Like how the other animals are like animals and not like Sonic animals. Like I'm pretty sure you can get rabbits. And this, you know, kill an enemy and a rabbit pops out. But it doesn't look like Cream. So you know, it's like the Goofy and Pluto kind of situation. There's that voice again. I don't know what that voice said. I didn't catch it. What if it's saying peace and unity? No, it's probably not. It's probably not Wario Land 4. You know, that does kind of blow my mind a little bit that there were samples used in video game sound effects that aren't like unique samples that they create specifically for the game. They like license them. So that also means you can hear them in other games sometimes too. Like, I'm pretty sure I've heard like the wolf howling from like Ocarina of Time when it becomes nighttime and they do the wolf howl to let you know that it is officially nighttime. I'm pretty sure I've heard that in other places. But like, you think of all the other sound effects from Ocarina of Time, like, you know, like the whoop when you pick up a heart, or like the sound of picking up a rupee. It all sounds so unique. So it's weird to think that, you know, even the cuckoo's clucking doesn't sound like just generic stock chicken sound effects. It sounds like something they made for the game. Yeah, there's the pink bird. There's Omega and Alpha, I guess. Or Alpha and Gamma. Or Beta and Gamma. Dang it. Can't. I don't know my Greek alphabet. And then it just loads the title screen. Alright, it's break time, so I'll be back and then I'll start Knuckles with very little chuckling. I can guarantee that. I didn't forget to unmute myself. I was just getting my controller out from behind the cable because I forgot how I put it on the desk. And apparently it was around my microphone cable.
Select your character.
Yeah, so we got Knuckles and Tails left.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, why does my finger hurt? It was a dark and stormy night when the egg carrier was carrying eggs. No, wait, just one egg. Eggman.
As far back as I can remember, I've been living here on this dark island, always guarding the Master Emerald from anything that could harm it.
Except for the times where
Don't
you're
know
out
why I was
racing with
given this
Sonic.
job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever.
Except for the times where you're out racing with Sonic. Like the Sonic and Sega All-Stars racing games and the Sonic Riders games. And other spin-offs. And other games. Other mainline games where you're just not here. So, where did he come from?
Oh no! Something's happened to the Master Emerald.
Did he just break out of the Master Emerald?
You. Did you do this?
It's
Oh,
Chaos
I'll get you
1.
for this.
Nice jumping ability, man.
Oh,
Ah, I fell down the stairs, no!
hey, no fair. Wait. What's happening to you? Come back here. Whoa, that was incredible.
Why would you ask what's happening to you, but then follow that up with come back here?
Without the Master Emerald's power,
Like,
this whole island will fall into
if
the
you're not
ocean.
sure what he's doing, how do you know he's getting away? Ah, the island is falling. And now I'm here, unceremoniously.
It's up to me to find the missing pieces of the Master Emerald.
Well, put your hand down.
It won't be easy. Pieces flew off everywhere. Guess I better start looking anywhere I can.
You know, out of all the character models in this game, surprisingly, Knuckles, I think, is the one that looks the best. Like, you could probably put that in a GameCube game, and I don't think anyone would notice. Forgetting the fact that I'm playing this on GameCube, but this is the DX version. That's not what it meant. This is a port. Which it still kind of blows my mind that, well, not, you know, not like it's this super mind-blowing thing. It blows my mind just a little bit that ports were something that just always happened. You know, not just like,
Knuckles, you should be able to get into
oh, City Hall, you say? Okay, good place to start. You know, not just like, oh, here's a PlayStation 2 game, and we're gonna also put it on GameCube or whatever. I think that's the same generation. All right, I'll just accidentally punch through that. That's fine. But like the generational ports have always been a thing. Like Dragon Quest 3 was like originally on the NES, and then they ported it to the Super Nintendo, and then they ported it to the Game Boy Color. It's like, what? How many times are you gonna port Dragon Quest 3 before it's even like, you know, considered a retro game? Jeez, the police will not get off my tail. It is a quite long tail, and I would appreciate it if they would not be on it. You know, unlike Sonic, I have a long tail. unlike Tails, I only have one tail. I just got hit by a car and died. Whoosh. Alright, let's try to not die again then. That was easy. 9 seconds to find the first emerald. I'm so good at this game. Swoosh. Okay, so dark blue when I'm near, and then light blue as I get closer, or green as I get closer. There it is. One more to go. Thankfully, this is not the Sonic Adventure 2 Chaos Emeralds, where for some reason they thought you couldn't do it in whatever order you wanted to. You had to do it in a specific order, which is such a backward step. I cannot fathom why they thought that was a good idea. Oh yeah, that's right. The hint actually gives you a hint of where they are. Got my life back from getting hit by a car. I like how this level is an entirely new level. Like, all the other characters just kind of go through the same levels, just a little bit different. I like how Knuckles actually gets new levels. Stay out of the wrong side of traffic. Okay, oh wait, it was real close. I know you're there. Oh, it was in the enemy. I didn't know they did that. Well, first one wasn't too bad.
Good enough.
Good enough. It's faster than I did some of Sonic stages. I swear, his were like 3 minutes long, and he's supposed to be the fast one. I don't get it. Ah, it's the police! Don't kill me! Don't run me over! No! That wasn't meant to sound like a police brutality joke, and it kind of just ended up accidentally just sounding like one.
You can go to the casino area at nighttime.
Well, it's nighttime, so I guess I'll go now. I better get there fast. Did he just say door? Oh, he went, huh? Which is the sound of him pushing. What? What are you saying, service? It's open, but then it's closed. Sorry. Well, then you're not open. Because I'm pretty sure I already went over that when we were doing Sonic Story, but if your only way in is not open, then you are not open. You know, you're wasting company resources. You're wasting employee time. You should just be closed. And give your employees paid time off until you get the door fixed. Okay, well, I guess this level isn't completely new. But the last one was, and that's pretty neat. It's like the only character who gets entirely new stages. You know, however few there might actually be. Okay, nope, getting further. It's this way. It's not in the vault. Well, I see Sonic's already been here, because there's a pile of rings that lets me get up here. Still annoys me that the triggers are backwards. Camera movement is backwards. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's better than the casino in Hotel Delfino. With all the freaking random chance stuff you have to do just to get into the secret of the casino. Oh, my headphones decided that it's time to stop functioning. Oh, they're back. Okay. Oh, wait. I was trying to figure out how to get up. And I found it. Man, it reminds me of going up into the rafters of the first level in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. That was a fun game. I don't care what anyone says. Okay, there we go. There's One Piece. Pirates had it. Ha! One Piece! Pirates! I didn't even mean to do that. Nor did I mean to sail into that guy and kill him. Hopefully that was a robot. You know, some form of animatronic. Which, can I just say, you know, speaking of animatronics and putting my mind back on Five Nights at Freddy's, I appreciate the fact that Scott Cawthon made Five Nights at Freddy's basically out of spite from people who said that the games he was making, you know, trying to be serious and trying to not be scary, you know, trying to be kid-friendly, ended up looking like, you know, they looked uncanny. So he made Five Nights at Freddy's out of spite of the people who said, like, hey, this gopher you made looks like some kind of creepy animatronic. He rolled with it, and it worked. Oh, is there a gym in the bathroom? No? Okay. Also, I just remembered something I did over the weekend was I was playing Blade and Sorcery on my PC, you know, the PC version. Which I guess makes it sound like it doesn't, you know, it's a version that isn't VR. No, it's still VR. It's just the version that's not set up to run exclusively inside the headset. Which honestly is like the inferior versions of games because it's weaker hardware. But they run better, usually, I think. I say having like 4 games for it. And not all of them also on PC. But yeah, anyway, so that's PC version, so you can mod it, which is why I got it. I just got it so I can mod it, because it's not the same mods. What? Why did that make me go up? It's over here. It's in the. It's by this thing that's apparently trying to stomp me. Oh, there it is. It's in the mouth. Close. Darn. Oh, camera, go back, go back, zoom back out, camera. I can't see the, there, okay. Is it in? It must be in that enemy. One of the mods I recently got, yeah, that is, was a custom map to put you in the pizzeria from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That just sounded like a cool thing to do in VR. And, you know, I'm probably never gonna buy Five Nights at Freddy's VR. That'd be too scary for me, too immersive. You know, especially because it's a thing popping up in your face, but actually, you know, where it feels like it's actually in your face. And I feel like I'm inclined for, you know, having something pop in my face and make a really loud noise. That's inclined to knock me over, I bet. I haven't had that happen, but I bet that would happen. You know, it would pop up in my face and I would instinctively move back and I would lose my balance and fall over. Probably.
I don't remember being here before.
But I thought it'd be cool to explore the map in Blade and Sorcery. So I did.
Familiar.
And it was still kind of spooky. I don't think the map actually had anything set up to have the animatronics move around. Because what it's supposed to be is it's supposed to be a map where you get in and you hit the, you know, you go to this book and you choose the challenge basically, and that you know it spawns enemies in, you know, regular human enemies that would be the enemies you see when you're regularly playing the game, and you just, you know, it's horde battle basically. It's, I was gonna say firefight. I guess that's Halo's term for it, but you know, that kind of deal. Get in, kill some enemies. Don't die yourself. But it was still scary, because there were still animatronics standing around. Menacingly. And I wasn't sure that they could play sounds or move or anything, so I was still kind of spooked by them. Because I didn't want them to suddenly start moving towards me and making loud noises. Might make me fall over. but it's still kind of janky. It wasn't like it didn't have proper lighting. It was an unlit map, which if you know anything about 3D and you know what a map with basic lighting is, no special lighting. It's pretty bland. Pretty bland lighting.
Back in Station Square, I see.
So it wasn't atmospheric,
What's going
but just
on
the
here
idea
anyway?
that one of the animatronics could, suddenly appear or suddenly move. Okay, speaking of moving, yeah, there's... You okay? Hello?
I wonder what those guys are doing.
Yeah, what is he doing? It's like he's just given up on life. Alright. Yeah, I was scared of the idea of a jump scare, basically. Oh, hey, it's Eggman. Casually walking away with the Chaos Emeralds.
What's he got there?
Or, no, he's got an empty hand. Never mind me.
Gotta be a part of the Master Emerald. Hold on.
Brilliant deduction skills, Knuckles. He's, Eggman's got something. Therefore, it must be the very thing I'm looking for. And honest, I was still spooked by that map, but it was also a little disappointing because it didn't have proper lighting and the animatronics didn't move or anything, as far as I know. They were still there, but they were just, basically just posed. Like Bonnie was posed, it was Toy Bonnie, because Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He was posed like he's just walking off the stage. It looked kind of goofy. But also, like, still it's just them being 3D and being in VR, being able to get a sense of scale for them, still kind of spooky.
He was there when the Master Emerald shattered. I'm sure of it.
Yes, he was there.
Save me the trouble of looking for him. Now I'll get him good.
Will you? You will you? And now he's Chaos 3?
Way to go, Chaos.
Changing shape won't scare me.
But the lip sync will.
Give it your best shot.
Alright, we're just gonna have a fight in this hotel dining room. Oh, Chaos 2. Alright. Oh, he's a ball! Whoa! It's not like I can do that too. Maybe that's the key. Let's be a ball as well, also. Well, alright, it's probably not gonna be that hard of a fight then. Dang. I don't even have to try. I'm literally pushing him around. Dang, Chaos 2. Like, I think the thing that was really disappointing about it, aside from not having the proper atmosphere, was, the animatronic models did kind of look off-model. They didn't look official. Like, they were decent 3D models, but they still look kind of cheap. And they weren't really posed in cool poses. Like, Mangle was kind of just hanging out in the vent. And I'm not even sure Mangle can hang out in the left vent. I think Mangle exclusively comes from the right.
Yeah, that still doesn't faze me.
Man, if I'm right about that, I'm such a nerd. I don't even play the games that much. I just apparently know that.
What? What about Sonic?
And Chica was not. She was also an event, but she was reference posing. She was in a T pose. She wasn't properly modeled, properly posed. She was T posing in the vent. I forgot if I said she was in the vent. Yeah, T posing, and I'm really not trying to put emphasis on the T-pose. Like, that's not a meme I care about. It's just, clarifying. She was in an unposed pose in a place that's very much... You shouldn't be standing there like that. And she even had, like, I don't know what you call it, but, like, a weird level of transparent... Like, she wasn't transparent, but I could see parts of her through herself, and that... looked weird. Oh, I'm teleporting to Mystic Ruins. Wow. And just, it didn't look right.
Sonic is after the Master Emerald.
And it only had the toy animatronics around. They didn't have the, the even spookier, withered animatronics. I don't know why my brain just suddenly lost all train of thought getting into this adventure map here. Where am I even going? I think I'm supposed to fight Tail or Sonic now. I was gonna say Knuckles. I am Knuckles.
There's something shiny in the caves.
Which cave? This cave? Hello? Cave? Cave. Cave Johnson? Hello? It's weird that that doesn't play the sound. You know the sound it plays when you go into a ball in Sonic? Yeah, not here, apparently. Whee! Doesn't this lead to the... Yeah, it just leads back to the Master Emerald that is incomplete right now. But I would go look at it anyway. Climb up an invisible wall. Come on, I want to deposit the pieces I already found. Alright, I know that's not how it works. Yeah, what I should do is I should try to find, like, Five Nights at Freddy's VR experiences that aren't specifically set up to be horror. Just like, you know, immersive things to explore the locations in 3D. It's really disappointing to me that they had an actual, like, they had a walkthrough attraction for Five Nights at Freddy's in, like, Las Vegas, and it was like a 3-day only event. It's like not a permanent fixture. Like, maybe Scott Cawthon doesn't want there to be, like, you know, a Five Nights at Freddy's themed restaurant, for even for as appropriate as that would be, and for as much money as that would probably make. Maybe, you know, maybe he has a personal thing against it or something. But that's such a missed opportunity. That'd be really cool. You know, like imagine Rainforest Cafe, but it's Five Nights at Freddy's instead of the Rainforest. Except, you know, the Rainforest Cafe was too loud for me. I don't know if my ears could handle, you know, a Five Nights at Freddy's themed restaurant that's probably gonna have jump scares. Which is kind of my thing, is, you know, this sudden loud noise is the thing that I mostly hate about jump scares. You know, image suddenly popping up, that's kind of a little surprising too, but it's the loud sound that gets me. Especially if it's like, that's the thing that prevents me from going through, like, haunted house style attractions, is just, it's too loud. I don't want something suddenly screaming in my ear. Just be less fun scary and more just, ow, why did you do that? Please, don't do that again. That's unpleasant. That's a little painful, actually. Yeah, aren't I supposed to get the digging claws around here? And then I dig the monkey free or something? Can't I? Can't I free the monkey? Or I could just go over! It won't let me climb. Cool. Something in the caves. That is my only hint. Is it time to go to the ice world? Well, I don't have the ice key. Do I? Where does the ice key even come from? And where did it go? Where did it come from, Kanai Joe?
The train headed for stations.
I haven't seen any green stones, but I'm still searching this area, so I might find something. Wee bomber! I'm so used to jumping up slopes to get extra speed in Sonic games. You know, to go up them faster. Doesn't really work here. Okay, no fight up over here. Alright. Caves. Is this a cave? Hello? No, don't punch him. I've heard the ancient ruins of the ruins of an ancient civilization are here. We came to check it out. Look into. I can't read. Is this a cave? Hello? I don't even know what is up there. Oh yeah, I forgot Sonic characters don't swim. I don't know how I... USB device not recognized. Thanks, computer. So glad that you would tell me that right now. But I don't even know what device you're talking about. Could be the controller that I plugged in to charge. I don't know. Okay, come on, get out of here, Knuckles. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't know where I'm going. Found this weird object in cave. What is it? Should I tell somebody? I suppose that's how archaeology works. Here's the cave where you get to dig Knuckles. The dig claw. Yep, you take it.
You've got the shovel claw. Now you can dig through dirt and stone. Press the jump and action buttons simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Wow, it's like Wolf Link Dig in Twilight Princess. No, do both at once. Now go under the gate. Dang. Dang. Alright, now how do I get out? Oh, over here. Do the dig. Monkey destruction switch. I forgot about that. How could I forget? Monkey destruction switch. Yeah, let's go destroy some monkeys. And by some, I mean one that's blocking my way, and then that's it. Is this a game that has Pumpkin Hill? Whoa, did I drop the thing? No, I still got it. Because I think that's where I'm headed right now, is Pumpkin Hill. But I forget if... Because I know Sonic went this way. I forget what stage it was. And I don't think he goes through Pumpkin Hill. I think that's... No, wait, yeah, no, I remember now. He did go through. And now it's my turn. Oh, Red Mountain. Okay, so that's Sonic Adventure 2, I guess. Pumpkin Hill. Yeah, this was the stage I was thinking of where it's like, yeah, Sonic went through Pumpkin Hill. Also, I think Pumpkin Hill is in Shadow the Hedgehog as well. Thought it was a neat stage for just being basically Halloween themed, but other than that, it never really stuck out in my mind. You know, that's what I was gonna do in that last stage where... oh, there it is. There's one. Go backwards! That last stage where the last one was in an enemy, and I was like, oh, it's an enemy. It's because I thought it was gonna be in the ground, and I was gonna try to dig, and I forgot that Knuckles needs the claws. The shovel claws. Alright, fine. Don't grab that. Or get propelled up by the fan. You know what? Go in the directions I want you to go in? Why bother? Must be something down here. Yay. Totally gonna get that one up in a few million years. Oh, it's down. I'm getting closer. 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 Further. Further. No, don't fall and die! Oh, right, it checkpoints after you get each emerald. Or emerald piece. Master emerald piece. Wait. Alright, time to keep lying on through with my dreadlocks. So here's something I wanted to talk about last time, and I just never trailed around to it. I was so distracted by trying to catch fish and not break the line. So Friday I watched a video that was talking about, you know, it was another one of those like really long videos talking about a whole series. And it made me wonder, like, when someone's reviewing a series, do you think it's necessary for them to recap every single episode in that video, you know, in the review? I feel like it's really not necessary. It's a pretty big waste of time. You know, that's how those videos get up to 7 hours long, as they talk about every single episode. Actually, I think that one I watched about iCarly only talked about key episodes, and that still ended up like 7 hours long. That's because that's the one I keep complaining about, where it's like, yeah, but it wouldn't have been 7 hours long if he didn't, you know, if he didn't have intermissions where he talked about tangentially related stuff. It's like, I guess I wouldn't know, because I'm not a YouTube TV review guy. But it feels pointless to sit there talking about every single episode's plot when you could just be talking about key moments in the series and, you know, character arcs and stuff like that. Well, like I said, I don't know, maybe that's a part people feel is necessary for the full review. So, yeah, I guess I was lower when I was starting to get a bead on an emerald piece. Wait, what? Huh? Which way? Well, I'm getting green signal. A little bit. Getting closer. Less close. Okay. Even less close. Oh, there it is. It's like I've been watching Rugrats recently, and my review of that would not be to talk about every single episode in the whole entire show, especially because it's like 7 seasons long. And I might have that number wrong. It could be more. Like, I would just talk about key episodes that I found particularly enjoyable or particularly memorable. Or, you know, episodes that emphasize whatever point I'm talking about at that time. Well, at that time, you know what I mean. Like, if I'm talking about the fact that they're babies, but the show manages to make that endearing and not annoying, I would show, like, oh yeah, and like this episode where, you know, they did this, and it's like, wow, that's like a thing that babies would think about because they don't really understand the world, but, you know, they're imaginative and they take things literally and stuff like that. You know, I don't need to talk about every single episode for you to get my point on that. All right, where am I going now? I'm gonna stop complaining about 7-hour-long YouTube videos. That's what I'm going to do right now. And I found Sonic.
There's Sonic. Eggman was right. What's that in his hand?
7 rings in hand, maybe. Is that that song? So I don't know which game that's from. I think of that, you know, 7 rings in hand, but it makes more sense to be 7 emeralds in hand, because it's the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Whoa! What do you think you're doing?
What are you doing with your face? That's not even a diss. Like, literally, what are you doing with your eyebrows? Or lack thereof?
That's not gonna happen, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy. Immediately lose because I have no rings. I'm trying to punch Sonic. Oh no! Oh no!
I've had enough.
Oh no, he's had enough! clonk.
Oh no, the Chaos Emerald!
Oh, jeez. Oh no, Eggman is about to snatch the emeralds. If only there was someone here who's extremely fast and could grab them before. Oh, okay, it's too late.
All there is to it. You guys are too easy.
That's a Chaos Emerald!
First come, first
Yes.
served, they say. And you serve me too well for your own good.
You can't get away with this!
Not while I'm surfing on the ground.
Knuckles, did you let him trick you again? Like you
Hey, people don't let people trick them. You either fall for the trick or you don't. You can play along with the trick and pretend you got tricked, but that doesn't mean you got tricked. You're just going along with it because you feel like going along with it. You weren't tricked, but you went along with it anyway. That's what's going on there. So, he didn't let himself get tricked. He was tricked. This grammar rant brought to you by me not really knowing what else to talk about right now.
no problem.
Well, what is he?
Dirt.
Look what he is. He is what? He's like what? A fish? Fish? Fish. Yep, it's fish chaos. Fish 4 chaos, which Big didn't do. He did fish at chaos, but it was to get Froggy, so he's fishing Froggy out again. Which is what all of his stages are about. Shouldn't forget how to fight this guy. You literally just run over him and you bop him. Like that toy. I don't even have to specify which toy, because there is one that is really iconic, you know, synonymous with the words bop it. But then there's other toys you can bop. You know, because, you know, the obvious joke is bop it. Which is what I'm referencing, but there's, you know, Zock'em boppers. Bop people with those. I guess you're not technically bopping the toy, you're bopping with the toy. And I guess my other example is going to be Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You know, you bop him right in the face and his head pops up. That's also more like you bop him with the toy than you bop the toy itself. But then, you know, you got those, like, punching bag, like, you know the inflatable things that you punch and it wobbles down, but then it wobbles back up. I would say that's like Bobo the Clown or something. It's like the original one. Yeah, that's something you bop and then comes back up. Or like a squeak hammer. But this, again, this is another thing that you kind of bop with the toy, not really the toy itself. But, you know, you bop the squeaky hammer and it squeaks. So that's why you bop things with the squeaky hammer, is so you could get it to squeak. You're gonna come back up for air one more time so I can bop you like your Zock'em boppers. Man, thought it was so cool that recently Alan Pan did a video where he made shoes that made him jump higher. Like, that's one of those inventions that I love to see people on YouTube make, because it's like, it's one of those things that you just, well, I don't know about you, but I want to see people figure out a way to invent. He was basically trying to invent a better moon shoe that actually make you jump higher, because moon shoes don't make you jump higher. They just, you know, make it feel like you're in a bounce house everywhere you walk. Which was fun when I played with them when I was younger. And then I grew out of caring about them, and then I got rid of them. But yeah, they don't make you jump higher. And I want to see people make things like that, you know, some kind of sci-fi inventions, like make you jump higher, make you able to lift things that are heavy, which I think already exists, like, you know, some kind of metal exoskeleton, which sounds way cooler than it actually is, because it's basically just a frame that goes around your body that has, like, springs and stuff. But, you know, judging by the shorts, it looks like I Did a Thing is doing a thing with a leg exoskeleton to make him able to kick harder, and he put a blade on the end of it so he can cut things that he kicks. I hope that's going to be a full video and not just shorts, because I want to see a full video with that thing. It's cool.
Good idea. Hey, Sonic. You go on ahead.
You know, I'm sure there's probably plenty of YouTubers out there who are like, I don't want to say good inventors, because I don't want to undermine the ones I watch, like they're bad inventors or something. But like, you know, engineers and stuff who can use I don't want to say actual science. And here I go again, just mindlessly going over that way for no reason. You know, they use their engineering degrees to make things.
Seems to be working. It leads to the jungle.
Oh, thank you for the watch, Corey Boy 75. Which card are you talking about, Tikal? This one over here? Yeah, am I finally gonna put the keys into the temple? Yeah, I'm sure there's like, you know, people with engineering degrees out there on YouTube, like actually, like making things that are like engineering degree certified, using principles like that. I don't know, I just like to see people like strap rockets to skates, you know, strap bottle rockets to skates and watch what happens. You know, to me that feels more Mythbusters adjacent than people with like degrees in things. Where am I even going? I guess no, he's gone. There's no thing here. I don't know. Tried to make a Sonic Chow, but it ended up messing up. Oh, maybe I dig these up somewhere. What did she say about the door to the past? Maybe this guy has it? Hello? Can I have, please? Key, please? Maybe some cheese? Would put me at ease. Well, that's the sound of him not being able to dig on the surface you're standing on. So do I have to find the keys? I want to assume they're adjacent to the temple. And I thought it was cool how, you know, there was Alan Pan did a video where he turned into a ball. No, he made the Buster Sword like an accurate Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. In case you've never heard the words Buster Sword before somehow.
2 stone statues. The door to the past.
Okay, 2 stone statues. And it ended up that his sword ended up being too heavy, which is why people don't make accurate, you know, fully accurate Buster Swords, is because they would be too heavy and impractical. So they make practical versions of it. They redesign it slightly. He wanted a real one, and it ended up being really heavy, and he couldn't lift it like the way Cloud does. Even with like, I think he had like an extra, like a side handle, and it was still really heavy. Couldn't really work with it. And that's where he introduced me to the idea of a full body exoskeleton meant for helping people lift heavy objects. And that was how he ended up. Actually, no, I think he just had a harness, where he took the harness off of an exoskeleton, and he put some like springs on it, which helped him. You know, he attached the springs to the Buster Sword, and that helped him lift it. Sonic, help me! Take a chili dog. Sonic! Okay, but where are the keys? Whoa. Also, what was really cool about Alan Pan's video on shoes that make him jump higher is that he actually made a pair that work. He actually managed to figure out a concept to jump higher. You know, figure out an invention that would actually allow him to jump higher. Which is surprising that no one has actually succeeded yet. Like, that's seems like such an obvious thing to try to invent for a cool YouTube video, and it's like, as far as I'm aware, Alan Pan's the first person to actually make shoes that make you jump higher. See, now I'm just waiting for people to invent rocket skates. I know. I dig Big's bed. I gotta dig through Big's bed. See, for him, it was a fishing lure. For me, it's a key. Nope. Do the... He won't dig. Alright, fine. So, like, what I think of when I think of, like, you know, YouTube inventors with, like, actual engineering degrees, I think of people who made, like, you know, actual... I guess not quite Iron Man suits. But, you know, the thrusters, the hand jets to be able to actually fly around like Iron Man. Nah, I tend to watch the ones who make it where you can fire a Nerf dart with just a Nerf dart. Or, you know, try to cook potatoes with potatoes. Knuckles use God mode to find Sonic. Wait, it's not what it looks like. Sorry, eats Sonic. Yeah, that sounds like some kind of fan fiction you're reading out there. Someone's particular interests. Can't say it's in my wheel. I mean, you know, regular, you know, unspecific fan fiction that isn't, you know, specifically designed with the creator's interests in mind still isn't really in my wheelhouse. But I'm not much of a reader.
Stone statues. The door to the past.
I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm just tired of running around trying to figure out where the statues are for the keys. I'm gonna do it. Hang on. I'll stop wasting time. But also thinking of like, well, I'm not much of a reader. I'm not really much of a fan game player either. I'm one of those people who actually has AM2R, and I haven't really played it a lot. Sonic Adventure. But, you know, it's like there's so many official games to play that I don't have time for you know, fan games, unofficial games. Speed Highway, Casinopolis, Red Mountain. Okay, this time Knuckles battles Sonic, followed by one again encounter with Chaos 4. I run to Big the Cat's house, climb to the top, and glide to the ledge. Glide to the fighting gloves upgrade. And apparently one of the keys was right next to the minecart. Alright, you'll find Big the House's cat. Big the House's cat. Oh yeah, you just climb up this. And then it's hollow. Whoa, watch your step. And then upgrade. So I was not far off that Big's house had an upgrade for Knuckles. Wow, that looks good.
Now you've got fighting gloves.
Wow,
To
so
power
excited.
Power, hold down the action button. Now you can do the maximum Knuckles attack.
Like I like how now his gloves kind of match his shoes, with the green and yellow, and then the, you know, metal bits. Okay, wasn't expecting a ping. Okay, so now I gotta find a minecart. Is that it over there? I think I saw the key. You're climbing the ladder a lot faster than that, Knuckles. I don't know if you notice. Get it? Gold statue. It looks like a key. Does it? Are you sure? That it doesn't look like a key to me. But the camera's not really zooming in, so I don't know. And we're gonna walk back to the temple with it. Wherever the temple is. There it is. Yeah, camera, I would appreciate it if you would follow me. The key is floating, and while it's floating, I'm gonna look at the guide again where the next thing is. There is a corridor of trees near the temple proper. Follow that to another mound that you can dig in. You will find the second key. Well, I guess I gotta go find mounds. You know, like the candy bar mounds. You know, oh gosh, it's Moundo. Near the temple proper, you will find a corridor of keys. Or trees, not keys. They lead to a dirt mound. I mean, I guess I'm basically just looking for the dirt mound. I don't have to find the corridor of trees. Now, I wonder if they mean near the temple proper, if they mean like it starts like through one of these exits. Knuckles, please stop hitting invisible walls. They really don't need to be there. Yeah, this is a lake. This is a stream of water. What am I? They said corridor of trees, not stream of water. Is this? No, that's another. That's a stream. You know, this game has a map. And it would have been really helpful for this guide to have a map. But well, I see a couple of dead ends, so I guess I can go check those dead ends. If I can use my navigational skills to get there. So Big's house. I've already failed at my navigational skills. Okay, if I turn around, and I go left and then right, and then left again. So left, right, basically. Let's turn around and go. Is that even the right, left? No, I don't think that's right. It's, yeah, left. Right. No. It's very not helpful that this map does not orient. You know, it's not relative to where I'm facing. Okay, I think this is supposed to be the thing I'm looking for. Maybe not what I need, but it's empty, okay. Well, it's no mound of dirt. What am I picking these up for? They don't mean anything. What, am I gonna get 92 more rings and get a 1-up? Yeah, not in the overworld. Okay, if I follow this all the way up to the break room, I'll tell you about that time I saw a deer again. Here. Here. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Do they eat the rings? I think they just hang on to them. You know, they put them in their pocket. Then when they get hit, they just all fly out of their pocket like that. like that Kevin Hart bit. Where it's like he saw his uncle get punched and like 55 cents just flew out of his pocket. Whoa, I fell through the floor. Sure was taking it a while to start the stage. Oh man, it's Sonic Lost World. We did it. We're on the Wii U. Very dramatic music for a game of hot and cold. And imagine doing, imagine playing hot and cold with someone in real life, but you've hidden 3 objects instead of 1. That'd be tricky. I mean, less tricky for the person trying to find them because there's more things to find, but it would be tricky for the person, giving directions because there's multiple objects to be like, okay, you're getting warmer. Get over here, chameleon. I'm gonna punch you. Hey, get out of here. Yeah, got him. Now I'll pick up these mini lions. Whoa, it's on fire. Warmer. Warmer. Camera. Camera. Getting warmer. Burning up. I'm so hot. It's on fire. And I got it. Okay. Now we need some rings. 5 rings. Whee! Now Sonic can see where he has to go when he jumps and spin dashes. You just got educated guesses. Or I don't know. Oh, hey, there's one. Well, I don't know. It's probably like how, you could... I guess I can't say you could walk in a straight line while blindfolded, but you have a sense of where you are, mostly. Despite not being able to see. He's probably got... Whoa, I just went through that. Probably got some kind of extra senses that he uses. Extra spatial awareness senses. Disappointingly, there was no emerald in this hut. So I guess it was back up. That's where it's starting to get to. That's what made me think of like, what if you played hot and cold with someone in real life and there was, you hit multiple objects? Oh, wait. Oh, yep, there we go. Is warmer? It must be in here. Down. No, not down. Okay. Aww. I need to go back up. Get off the walls. Turn the camera around. Yeah, why did I suddenly remember knack-knacks? This is a really random thing to remember from playing this stage that I have absolutely no memories for because I never played this game before. It's like if you've never heard of them, knack-knacks were these like... They're basically just built to stack them, but they also had like adjustable limbs that clicked. So you could also like have them like stand on each other's hands. They had like little special grips on them. Well, not special. They're just, like, ow. Like what do you call it? Where it's like, I cannot think how to describe this. The way that it would attach. Why are you not jumping right? Okay, I think I know where it was. Go down the hole. Flush. He's not allowed to grab the walls, apparently. There. No? Okay, fine. I'll go back down. I'll come back up again. But yeah, they had these, like... They were designed to where they could hold on to each other. It was like a really simple system that's like... I want to describe it as like a rail. But that's not really... Or like a hook, but it's squared. And it's not sharp at all. And they all had like different you know, wacky early 90s or late 90s, early 2000s designs, character designs and stuff. I forget if I still have mine. I think I might have got rid of them. But yeah, I had a good handful of them. It was one of those weird early 2000s collectible toys that I actually collected a little bit of. You know, I never really got into Mighty Beans or like Tech Decks. But I had knack-knacks. Man, this location is really annoying because I'm so close. And yet so far. Can't possibly be further up, could it? This is the one that's going to take me all night, isn't it? I also remember that some of the knack-knacks had, like, heads that you could rotate to change their expression. It was like, you know, they were block. Their heads were cubes. So you could basically just put a sticker on each side and you twist it around, and then that's a new face. You know where it is? Can you give me a can you tell me how to get it? Because I would like to be done with this stage. Have to go up. Well, it's getting less detected. It's not. Doesn't seem to be up. Oh, wait. Man, that's so lame that they could bury it next to a hole.
Good enough.
Yeah, good enough, Knuckles. Wow, nice animation.
Where am I? This is very strange.
Well, isn't this the Master Emerald Temple? You should know this place, Knuckles. It's only like the place you're stuck at for all of your life, like you were saying at the beginning.
I beg of you, hear me now. My father is coming here soon, and I fear what may happen. You must take everyone away from here. Oh, please. So, are you saying you can't leave this place? I understand.
Who are you talking
Let
to?
me talk to my father again. There must be a better way to do this. Don't worry, my friends. I won't let you down. I must do something quickly.
Which is why I'm going to walk. See, do you remember now, Knuckles? You realize? Do you understand?
What? I'm back in front of the altar.
Yeah,
This is
you get it?
beginning to blow my mind.
Beginning to?
Wait a minute, I remember.
Yeah?
The broken
You-
pieces of the Master Emerald.
No, that's you were already on that. You were already on that path. You didn't figure out anything new. Oh, was that the end of Knuckles' story? You just go through a few stages and then boom, pieces restored. No boss fight or anything.
It's still incomplete.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Alright.
I need
So like
to
one more
find the
stage.
remaining pieces, wherever they are. Hey, look! It's Eggman's flying fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be.
I was about to question how he's figuring out where to go next to look for pieces. I guess apparently the pieces tell you where the other pieces are. At least give hints. And I think Knuckles' hands were backwards there for a moment. Yeah, I was thinking about how like
Isn't that one of Eggman's
doesn't
robots?
Rouge have the treasure scope to find things in
I know.
the things you're looking for in
Back
Sonic
at
Adventure 2?
Eggman's base.
But then Knuckles doesn't have that because he's not a treasure hunter. He's just the egg, or the Emerald Protector. So it's like, how does he figure out where they are? He just has intuition. And it's pretty funny how the way they try to convey speed in this game is they just have the animations play really fast, like hilariously fast.
No trains are currently in service.
Oh, okay. So then I guess I just go through the jungle to the egg area that way. Well, my cart's still here. Still get in. Still here. Yeah, that was something. That was something I saw someone invent on YouTube. Was they made their own Minecraft minecart in real life. It was pretty neat. And he actually got it to go at the same, the calculated speed of a Minecraft minecart, while also getting it to resemble, the actual thing. And it runs on an actual cart track.
Just what I thought. Time to make a house call.
Knock knock, it's Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I make house calls. And then it takes off. Wait, now my timeline of events is skewed because it's taking off, but it was flying when at the beginning of this, when it was a dark and stormy night, and then the emerald exploded. So I'm a little bit confused now. But I guess as long as I go around and I find the emerald pieces, and then I'll be done.
I can sense the emeralds are here somewhere.
Yeah, I guess that's it. He just has intuition. No treasure scope or anything, just intuition. Which,
What's going on?
yeah, okay. Start the cutscene with me on a wall.
This thing's always changing.
Yeah, it's like someone's screwing with the controls or something, trying to solve their half of the level. I completely lost my train. Yeah, it's a little weird that Knuckles has just the ability to sense the... I mean, I guess it's not that weird, but, Rouge is a treasure hunter. You would think she would also have intuition when it comes to trying to find things. Whee! Okay, yeah, not that way. Just punch through the light. Well, apparently hitting it actually does make it turn off. Who would have thought you could actually break this? Oh. Well, not break, to toggle.
Find the entrance to the sky deck. The Master Emerald is there.
Nope, that's the pool deck. With no water. I don't know who did that.
I sense the Master Emerald. It can't be far.
What would it taste like if I ate the Chaos Emerald? I mean, probably like an emerald. It's probably not good. You know, I know they make rock candy, but rocks do not taste like rock candy. It tastes nothing, not similar at all. Stop clinging to the wall and load the level. There we go, stage 5, sky deck. Last stage, I think. A hint for me right away.
Push or pull the levers to control the ship's tilt.
Whee! I don't know that I needed to do that, but I did it anyway. Now, why does this feel like a Splatoon stage? Like a multiplayer map and that. I still haven't tried the new ones yet. I probably should do some Splatoon later. But, like, I'm not in the mood to lose a match and then have the game disconnect me and then sit in the lobby for 3 minutes and then disconnect again. Yeah, it's definitely... Middle one definitely nearby. Oh, well, okay, not up. Camera, please? Hello? I would like to not see through a wall. Have you ever gotten into a fight between your siblings? Yeah. I mean, that's just, like, inevitable, I would think. Okay, I should untilt the ship. I need it to not. Whatever the tilt is supposed to be doing for me, it's not right now. It's just not. And I went through the bars. Woo. I don't know if that switch up there is the only switch, but it's the only one I know of, so I'm going to go with that. Whoop, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. They put speed shoes? They jailed speed shoes. Speed shoes are illegal. They go too fast. Yeah, there we go. There. It's behind the speed shoes. That lasted for like a minute. Did that reset? I think it reset. Okay, so it's like around here. But lower. Almost. Oh, wait. I'm red. Okay, so it's like under. Oh, that's what the tilting is important for. I need to get that to tilt the other way. Okay. I think they did a thing like that in Arkham Knight. One of the Batman games. You're like on a blimp, and you hack into the controls of the blimp, and you get to tilt it, and then you tilt it to solve, get crates to slide around and solve puzzles. Okay, so I want it to go that way. Go that way. That's not the way I wanted you to tilt. Yes, there. Whee! Dig him up. Alright, cool. Okay, so... Oh, well, I'm getting a signal for two. Oh, well, now just the one. Ow, guns! Ah, stop. Oh, hey, there it is. Thanks, Death Barrel Dispenser. And the last one should be, like, back up this way. It's closer to where I found the first one. Which was actually the middle one, I think. Oh, okay. Signal lost. It's not coming back. Going This. Oh wait, yep, there we go. Okay, not that way. It's this way. No. It's... I can't tell. Excuse me? It's up, alright. I have to figure out how to get up. I want to go back and untilt it because this is kind of annoying. How about I climb the tilted side? That would make more sense. Apparently I can walk up the tilted side. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna go untilt. Because this is kind of annoying. I'm getting a signal again. Oh, I see it. I could just get to it. No! Okay. Hey. Standing on nothing. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm gonna go on tilt like I keep saying. Oh, this is kind of stupid. This has got to be my least favorite one of these knuckle stages. This tilting is not neat. Whoosh. And now I'm remembering a Sly Cooper stage. Sly Cooper 2. That was a that was Sly Cooper 2. It was an error ship. I think I had troubles finding all the bottles in there, and then I stopped playing for a while. Because I got tired of trying to find all the bottles before continuing. I really gotta get around Sly Cooper 3. Because like, I really enjoyed Sly 1, but it definitely has its problems. And then Sly 2 fixed those problems, but it still feels like it's not quite really all the way there to like what I would call an awesome game. It's just just a little bit below. Not that I would take offense if someone else called Sly Cooper awesome. Like, it's definitely good. It's enjoyable. Oh, I'm back in time again.
Oh no, not again. What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning of this interruption? You know, Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. Oh no, now it's on fire. The water is on fire.
Hey, what happened here?
I couldn't stop them. They came, and my father. I had no idea how bad this would turn out. I'm shocked.
Did she have that necklace in the previous cutscene? I feel like she didn't. Well, that's all I get. Is that she could have done something and didn't. And Phil saw it out and show he found him. And the father.
It's more like a nightmare.
And then things were on fire, and that's all I get to know.
Your friends are in front of the ship fighting. Help them.
Okay, well, let me get out of the pool. Let me get out of the pool. And then that's when I go fight Chaos 5, right? Or Chaos 6, whichever Chaos it is.
I still can't figure out that creepy monster. Huh? What's that?
Yeah, what is that flashing light? Epilepsy warning. Is he choking on his own tongue? like it's a flashing light. You're not being drowned. Oh, maybe Knuckles was having a seizure.
Hey, Sonic!
There you are, Knuckles. About time.
I will return.
Big man, come back.
I'd better let Sonic handle it from here. He'll do okay.
But he was waiting for you. He's like, about time.
Island and the Master Emerald. No, it can't be. I guess he didn't get enough the first time. You can't stop me from restoring the Master Emerald.
It's not trying to stop you from restoring the Master Emerald. Unless you're saying it's got pieces of the Master Emerald. Or that he needs the Chaos Emeralds in order to restore it. Are those ice bombs? Well, it just swallowed one and froze, so I guess that's an ice bomb. And now I'm thinking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's like, I don't think that had a... I mean, I guess it did have an ice trainer and some dragon Pokemon. I forget if it had a dragon gym leader. But, you know, nothing like this where you're throwing ice bombs into someone's mouth to freeze them, to hurt them. Speaking of hurt, I need... Yeah, there we go. There's some wings. Hey, Chaos, I bet you can't eat me. Excuse me. And I would do that 2 more times. And then I win Knuckles. And this song kind of reminds me of something, but... like, it reminds me of someone's theme from some other game. Oh wait, this is one of the Bowser themes from, like, the Wii U era. But, oh, okay, he didn't eat the bomb. Yeah, eat that one. So apparently he inhales with that... I'm assuming it's like a mechanical system. Even though at this point I'm pretty confident that that's, you know, a natural part of his body from just evolving with the Chaos Emeralds and not something Eggman did. But it's still cool. I think Chaos is a pretty cool design. I like how he's not just a slime monster. You know, not just that typical kind of design. He does have unique elements to him that make him distinct. And he's got those innards. Like, even when he was, like, Chaos 0, Chaos 1, he still had, like, notable, you know, visible insides floating around in him, and that's pretty cool.
Is that all you've got?
Pardon me while I adjust my microphone so I can sit up a little straighter.
Yeah, you're finished. What's left now is to return the Master Emerald safely to my island.
Then do it. Do it and let the credits roll so I can go home. I am home. But you know what I mean. Oh, then we gotta blow up the egg carrier. And then whoosh! Dreadlocks away! It's funny how there's like some characters whose capes allow them to fly, and it's like, that's ridiculous. You can't fly with a cape. And then Sega was like, hey, you know how Knuckles flies? He actually uses his dreadlocks. I see my mic is picking up background noise there, and I don't know what it's picking it up from.
This should do it. Perfect. All is well now.
Maybe the cable is coming loose.
And
Maybe
the
it
island
is.
have been restored.
Yeah, there we go. Full emerald. And it happened after beating a boss, so it feels conclusive. And then Knuckles walks off into the sunset, and then the island goes back into the sky. I think this is the place where Sonic 2 happens. Sonic 2 and Knuckles. Isn't it wild how, like... Oh, 3, not 2? Okay. Isn't it wild? Right, because 2 introduced Tails, and then 3 was what introduced Knuckles. I think. I could be wrong again. I'm not very up on my Sonic lore.
I may not know the whole story behind this.
Which is like what I was saying. How I think it's interesting how it's like the first few Sonic games kind of take place on Earth, basically. And then eventually, at some point, they decide, no, you know what? It's Mobius. And instead of a full planet, it's like chunks. It's floating chunks. Or maybe that's just Lost World I'm thinking of. Or, no, I'm pretty sure in Sonic Unleashed, the level select was also, like, floating chunks. Yeah, and like Sonic, I don't chuckle. GBA minigame programmer, yeah! Experience I'm not experiencing! Woo! Yeah, I guess I just don't have anything else to say over the credits for like the 4th time we're seeing them. Knuckles is very surprised that he has hands. And then he walked away from the emerald like his mission was complete. But it wasn't. Chaos game designers, yeah. Another thing I won't be doing. I mean, at least with the Game Boy Advance stuff, it's like that requires like a link cable. And I can't do link cable stuff. Yeah, there we go. He said the thing again when we were seeing Sonic again. And then we dropped the emeralds. No! If only Sonic were the fastest thing alive. Yeah, that's a very memorable scene of Knuckles entering the minecart. You know, everybody loves the minecart levels in the Sonic games. Very iconic and memorable. Especially in this game. And Dread Fox? It's in the name of one of the voices? Was that their real name? Their name is Dread Fox? Oh, we're just now getting into the Sega staff credits. Well then. Sega of America staff. You know what? Good job, Sega of America people. You did your best. So I do recall hearing about how the voice actors had a bad, kind of, maybe not a bad time recording this, you know, performing for this, but it was exhausting, probably. I'm sure it's the word they would use, because they had to say the same lines over and over and over again. You know, with different inflections each time. Which is why some of the line readings sound so weird in this, is because, not because the voice actors couldn't act, it's because that whoever was deciding what voice lines would go in the game were ones where their inflection were weird, where I'm sure they had probably good takes that they could have used from the actors, and they just didn't. Which is why, you know, when bad voice acting gets into a game, don't always blame the voice actors, because it's not always their fault. Sometimes it's the voice director. Sometimes they don't given, you know, they're not given the context of a line, so they don't know the right inflection to put on it, the right emphasis, the right amount of emotion. Sometimes they don't know how their lines are connected. And then sometimes it's someone decides that their bad takes are the ones that were the good takes, and the good takes don't get put in the game. Which is weird, but... Alright, why does it seem like I always start to ramble when the credits are over, not when the credits are going? We'll be back Wednesday with Tales and probably the end of the game. Bye.